Now, we have a team of reporters on the ground in Chile. We'll be reporting from the country's second largest city of Concepcion, which was near the epicenter, and we will be in the town of Talca, where almost every home was severely damaged. But first, Teresa Bo has just reached the city of Constitucion, and she joins us now live from there. Teresa, talk to us a little bit about what you have seen so far in terms of the damage.
Well, Kimberly, this city is completely devastated, not only by the earthquake, but also by a tsunami that completely destroyed and flooded this part of the city where I am. Right now, you can see here to my right, most of these houses were destroyed not by the earthquake, but by waves. We were able to see fish inside of them. People here are telling us that they were desperate, that they have no food. Many of them had to escape up to the hills because they're afraid that this tsunami or an earthquake could happen once again here in this area. The government is saying that around 350 people died here, but we are told by the local population that a lot more have died. There's a stadium not far away from where I am. We were not allowed to go inside, but apparently it is being used as a mass grave. And local radio stations are saying that at least 500 people have died here in the city. We were not able to confirm that independently. However, most of the people that we have spoken to say that there was a festival on the night of the earthquake and that many people have died here.
And Teresa, are you getting any sense of when there might be some sort of government assistance in terms of not only trying to rescue anyone that might still be alive, but also just trying to help those that have survived, not just the earthquake, but the wave of water that has struck the area?
Well, what we were able to see so far is a very heavy military presence here. However, until now, there is no curfew in place, and people here are very much afraid that more looting could take place. We were told that last night the whole city was into all these houses that were destroyed. Lots of looters were going in and stealing, and that's why people here are very worried. And they're also worried because they're saying that so far they have not received any kind of aid. They're saying that they have some kind of water, that many of them, for example, have gone fishing and gotten some fish. Those who, especially the poor sectors, there's lots of fishermen in this city. But what they're saying is that they're hoping that some kind of water and electricity will be brought back because of the current insecurity in the city. At least 2 prisons in the area were destroyed. One of them where the prisoners escaped, and on the other one the police chief had to let them go because of the current situation in the city.
All right, Teresa Bo reporting live for us there. Thank you. Now, Lucia Newman, our other correspondent on this story, has been following the efforts of rescuers in the coastal town of Concepcion.
At this moment, firefighters continue trying to rescue some perhaps 48 people still trapped in a building that you see behind me. What you actually see right now is the bottom of a 15-story building that fell backwards. They have heard people on the 6th floor crying for help. They've heard whimpers. They don't know how many people may still be alive in there. 20-some people were rescued when the earthquake first struck, but now it's been nearly 48 hours. The head of the rescue team says it's very difficult to get to them, but they are trying as hard as they can. Now, here in Concepcion, which was the city hardest hit by this massive earthquake, there is pandemonium. There is no water, there is no food, there is no electricity, no fuel, and there has been widespread looting. Certainly a lot of people have gone into supermarkets because they desperately need food and water, but other people are walking away with plasma televisions, with kitchen stoves, washing machines, and worse yet, a lot of the people living in the periphery here say that they are terrified, that they need the police and the army to move in, and they are actually outside their buildings at night with bonfires armed with sticks and bats because there are gangs that have taken advantage of the chaos here that are going around trying to loot apartment houses all over this city. And so there is a tremendous sense of insecurity. The mayor of Concepcion has appealed to the government. She says, don't talk any longer, just act. We need help, we need security, food and water immediately. Lucia Newman, Al Jazeera in Concepcion, Chile.
We've also got Mariana Sanchez, another correspondent on this story. She's in Talca, where many families saw their homes reduced to rubble by the quake.
We're here near the historical center of Talca, one of the most affected cities by the earthquake. And this family behind me has been going through the rubble since Saturday, since the earthquake. They've only been able to recover their clothes. They've lost everything, their appliances, everything that they had. This home was a home that was in the family for over 100 years, and so this family is devastated. But they're sleeping here on the rubble still, on a mattress, but on the rubble, because they say they're concerned that looters will come and take away the few things that they've been able to save from here. Now, security is a big concern among all the residents of Talca. There have been reportedly some gangs that have been looting here as well. Also, one of the biggest complaints here, there is no water and no electricity. Well, these people say they're still waiting for help to come. Here in Talca, the military has implemented the command center for operations, for rescue operations, and they're beginning to airlift food, water and blankets to some communities that have been cut off because of the earthquake. President Michelle Bachelet announced that 7,000 more troops will be sent in to secure the area, and a ship will be also sent to dock very close to the coast, very nearby, to help speed up the distribution of aid. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Talca.